College student, what weird ritual did your professor make you do for the final exam? By senior year, I thought I had professors figured out. Some were strict. Some wanted to be your friend. Some acted like they were preparing you for war. But my psychology professor was different. She never gave normal assignments. First week of class, she walked in, wrote, "This course is an experiment" on the board, then left for 10 minutes. Half the class started talking. When she came back, she spent 20 minutes discussing how quickly authority disappears when nobody's watching. Another day, she dimmed the lights and played whale noises during an exam review. No explanation. Once she gave us participation, points for bringing in an object that represented disappointment. Someone brought a USB drive and said it contained all their failed dreams. She gave them full credit. So when finals week came around, nobody expected anything normal. We walk into class expecting a test booklet. Instead, every desk has a plain white envelope. Professor walks in carrying a kitchen timer. She says, "Your final exam begins now." Everybody opens the envelope. Inside is one sheet of paper. It says, "You have 5 minutes to convince me you deserve your grade." No rules, no instructions, no rubric. People immediately started panicking. One guy raised his hand. "What exactly are we being graded on?" She smiled and said, "Interesting question." That was all. The first student stood up and gave a full speech about how hard she worked all semester. Professor nodded. Timer beep. Next. Another guy started listing every assignment he turned in. Timer beep. Next. One girl tried negotiating. "Can I get extra credit?" Professor just reset the timer. People started losing it. Then this one student walked up, sat across from the professor, and said, "You already know whether I deserve my grade. You're just seeing how uncomfortable we get when the rules disappear." Professor stared at him, wrote something down. He walked out. Now everyone's whispering because apparently this isn't about convincing her. My turn comes. I walk up completely blank. Then I remembered something she'd said months earlier. People reveal themselves fastest when they stop performing. So I sat down, looked at her, and said, "I think the weird part is you already graded us all semester. This isn't an exam. You just wanted to see who would panic." She looked at me for a second, then asked, "So why aren't you panicking?" I said, "Because if this class taught me anything, it's that you love making people think there's a hidden answer." She stared at me, wrote one word on my paper. Done. Class ended. Grades posted later that night. I got an A. A week later, I checked the paper she handed back. Under my score, she'd written, "Final exam question. How do you react when there's no clear path?" Apparently that was the entire final.